Hello everyone, this is Elijah Clark. I know I have not created a video in a while, but I've been working on my study, and what I'm working on today is creating a change matrix and adding content to it based on the comments that were given by the instructor based on my report. So what I'm going to show you here is how to make that simple, how to take macros in Word and make the change matrix for you. And all you got to do is make a few edits and it'll be a lot easier, of course. So let me show you a document here, show you what I mean. So this is a document I received back from my instructor. As you can see, this document has over 101 comments because this is the first draft, of course. 101 comments over here, passive voice, whatever, just a bunch of different stuff. So I'm just going to show you how to put this into a change matrix, which will save life for you and make it a lot easier and give you time to spend with your family members or just to go to sleep. So as you can see, this is a comment given by the instructor here. This is a passive voice. Employing a case study is expected to enable me to blah, blah, blah. As you can see, is expected is a passive voice. So I'm going to create a macro and show you how to do this. I've already created this macro. I'll show you exactly what it is at the end. This is called matrix report. I'm going to click on that, press run. It's going to ask me, do I want to continue? I'm going to select yes. And here are the results of that report, of that macro. It's going to pull up the change matrix, which will look just like this. Actually, there'll be some changes. I believe the columns are a bit different. I don't know why it's not showing here properly. Let me try that again. I'm going to not save that. I'm going to try to create it again. Go to change matrix, run, yes. Let's see what happens here. There we go. That's the correct version. Must have been a cache in there somewhere. As you can see, this is the vertical text here as the student, as the school currently uses vertical text. As you can see, there were 101 comments found, and they're all within this change matrix. And as you can see, I can scroll through here. All 101 will be here. Every single comment within that document. As you can see, this was what we're just looking at. As expected was a macro. Was a comment by the instructor right there. There it is, as is expected, given by the instructor, and that's the comment that he left over there. And also what page it's on. That was on page 8. This is the reviewer's comment. This is the comment number that goes all the way down to 101. The reviewer's comment, that was what he had inside the comment, of course. And this is going to be the action taken, and this is going to be whether or not I agreed or disagreed and why. And then I have the original content here that was highlighted, and that's going to be the is expected, as you can see. And then the revised content based on me just writing in that new content based off of that. Now, that's how we did this first part. I'm going to show you the second part in this video, which is how do we resolve the problem of these simple comments that the instructor left. As you can see, this is expected evidence. Nobody knows what this means, really. So we have to make it a little better, or else I really can't use this anyway. So what I'm going to do is close out this document. And as you can see, I created another macro, but as you can see, it's is expected. This is all he highlighted, but he should have highlighted this entire sentence just to give me a better idea as far as what's going on. I see why he did it, of course, but for what I'm trying to do, we need to highlight this whole sentence. So in order to do that, I created an additional macro, which will allow me to select more text. So what I do is I go to the comment that was given by the instructor, and then I highlight the sentence around that, and then I click on macros, and then I use the expand comment macro that I created, and then I select run. Now, what that does is it takes that comment and it creates a new one. What happens is it takes the old comment by the instructor, deletes it, copies before deleting it, actually, it copies the comment that he had inside of there, and then it pastes it inside of this new comment. So it creates a new comment based on the new selection. Then it copies, pastes, and then deletes the old comment. So now this is the correct one I want. And I would just do this all throughout the document based on wherever these small comments are. As you can see, it said provide a definition. Well, that's something else, nothing big there. I'll just comment on that. This is another passive voice. I'm going to select this, select that, go to macros, and then go to expand comment, run, and it's going to do that again. So as you can see, it's the same comment the instructor left, but it's just going to show my name on it. That's the only difference. It's going to create a new comment, which I can now use while I'm creating the change matrix. So I'm going to go back here, go to create the change matrix again, run, yes. And then that's going to pull up the correct comment, the correct selection of the original text. So this is what I selected here. Hold on, let's wait for this to get done. There we go. It's all 101 comments. And then you can see that here's the text I selected. That was the new text I selected. This was the new text I selected. And this is the reviewer's comment still showing. And then it's going to say the action and the original text and revise. So all I have to do is go through this entire document, put the action, and then write the revised version, and then I'll be done with this. And after you're done, you can just copy the table and paste it inside of your report that you have. This here is just a header, just some more information for you. You can delete that. And what I also recommend, you don't have to copy and paste it. You can also just add it right here, the header, whatever your institution had. You just write the header here and just keep this entire document. You can change the columns if you need to. This is not a static image, it's a real table. You can change the columns. Sometimes I like having these a little smaller just because I don't need it so big. And you can change the layout if you want to change the the margins actually. The orientation too, but the margins, if you want to make this narrow, you can make that narrow and expand the table as well. But that is how you simplify that. So below this video, I will leave the link to my website where you can get the actual macro. But how you install that macro is you go to View inside of your document. You're going to go to Macro. You're going to go to View up here. This is Word 2016. I believe it's the same on PC and Macs. And then go to Macro. And then you're going to select the plus button. And then it's going to create a new macro where you just paste in that content that you're going to find at that link. Which based on whichever one you want. The change matrix is going to look like this. That's what that macro currently shows. So you're just going to paste this in there just like that. Do nothing else, just paste it in there. The expand comment one is going to look like this. You're just going to paste that in there. And what I like to do as well is I like to save these macros. So I generally just come here and you can rename them, you can save them, and then just leave them underneath this module. And then it'll show up in every single Word document that you want to create from there on out. In your next report, you can do the same thing, use that same macro without having to go back to the website. But either way, that's how you do that. I'm sure you will definitely appreciate that if you're a student working on a study and you get a lot of comments from your instructor. But there's the video, and I hope you enjoy it.